Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back to Shoot Fish Life. We decided to come to Mantua again. Supposed to meet a guy out here. We're going to fish together. He is not here yet, but oh well. Hopefully going to knock out a few videos for you guys today. How to take a picture of CPR, the pliers that Cranky Bass sent me, do a review on those. And then figured, you know, it's the same lake, might be kind of boring over and over and over. We're gonna go over how I fished the KFU tournament here and some of maybe the differences from what you fished. Obviously it's a little bit different time. It's mid-June, so it's about a month later. Waters are, oh, let's see, I didn't have a temperature yet. 60 degrees, so about the same actually. The weeds are already growing up though. That's one big difference. Right here was pretty much sand last time I was here. I'm only in 3 foot of water and I can already see the weeds up at the top. So the weeds are coming up. Gonna make this lake a little harder to fish, give them bass more spots to hide. But we'll just move along here like I was doing the tournament. I'm gonna start a little sooner next to the bank, as you can see, compared to when I got to a spot during the tournament. But hope you guys enjoy this little tournament overview video, maybe to help you catch more fish at Mantua. So first thing, we're going to start off with a wacky rig Senko with a weedless hook, just like we pretty much used most of the tournament. This is actually still on here from the tournament. This one I did dip in chartreuse, kind of wearing out, using a weedless wacky hook with an O-ring. Throwing on the bait caster. The bait caster is a little more comfortable to cast all day long, but I can definitely cast a spin caster up in them trees by skipping a lot better. Learning to skip a bait caster is being a problem. I should have used it a lot more when I was in Louisiana, and then I'd probably be better at it, because that's why I'm pretty good at skipping the spin caster. I mean, in Louisiana, the trees everywhere, you didn't have much choice. If you wanted to catch fish, you need to learn how to skip it. So first cast here, I can already tell there's way more weeds than there were. So we're gonna have to get deep in them trees, or figure out something else that works. Got a little bite, little fish, not even gonna eat it. I seen that fish bust right there. I knew it was small, but he did eat it as soon as it hit the water. Just can't fit it in his mouth. Try over there again. At least last times I was here, the big ones were with the little ones. I'd catch a 10-incher and then I'd catch an 18. So one problem people always say is don't leave fish to find fish. If you get in a habit, you catch a lot of small ones, you feel like you need to move to find some bigger ones. From my experience, at least in Utah, almost all the bigger ones I've found were with the small ones. So just keep at it. Alright guys, so I had the first bite since we launched. I'm going to show you how to wig this wacky rig, because that fish decided to steal my worm. At least how I've been rigging it for the tournaments and for the fish I caught here, and everybody's been asking. But I got a wacky rig tool. You don't need this. I feel like it makes the Yamamoto Senkos last a lot longer. And if you've used Yamamoto Senkos before, you know that they don't last very long. Just put a single O-ring on there like that. I've got a VMC, my leader looks wonderful, don't it? It'll probably break off in the next fish, but I've got a VMC weedless hook. Not my favorite hook. I would much rather use a trapper, but there's way too many weeds to use a trapper without, or a hook without a weed guard, in my opinion. So then you just kind of put it like that. You still take a little bit of the plastic, but you want more of the O-ring. Then that'll rip the first fish you get out there, obviously, but you won't lose this plastic. It'll probably fold and start breaking before you actually lose it. Next step, is it really helping? I don't know, but I like to do it, is just take some of this chartreuse garlic smith dip. Whew, it's strong today. Just dip the ends, and you can see that it doesn't change much on a green worm. Just gives it a little more flair and a little scent and taste, maybe. Make them hold on to it a little longer. So that's all there is to the wacky rig I've been using. I probably should tie a new leader on, but I'm not going to right now. We'll just lose the next fish. So the bite hasn't been as good as it was. I'm about 200 yards from where I launched. course, I never really fished this section as much either. Even in the pre-fishing videos, I think I got 2 fish in this section. I still haven't made it to where the majority of the fish I've caught were. So we're gonna keep just slowly working here and see if we can pick up a few more. After a while, we'll go over to the grass and see if they're still there. Show you what I did over there with the drop shot. But like I said, this grass is 3 times as tall as it was less than a month ago. So it's definitely different. Oh my goodness. Finally get one and he comes off. He ate twice. Missed him the first time. Missed him the second time. Doesn't look like I really got the hook in him. So how I know I had that one, just casting in there, had a little bit of rat's nest because I've been pitching so short, and my line started swimming away like that. So you're just kind of pulling that out, and you're watching your line kind of pull, but you're not moving. I wish I could show you guys. I need to get some brighter fly line or something. Not fly line, brighter line. So I'm trying to show you guys what I mean, because I have a hard time even seeing this black line. So there's no way I'm going to be able to get it to show up on camera. But if you just watch your line, if you see it twitch, it's probably a small fish. You can lift up. If you feel a little weight, you might feel a head shake, reel down, set the hook. If you watch your line start swimming away, same thing. We'll see if he'll eat again, but I highly doubt it. And if you keep your rod tip high and kind of have that natural swoop, it's easier to watch your line start swimming away or twitch. And then also, if you have that big swoop and your line's just kind of sitting there straight for the most part, you'll actually feel the bite sometimes. But see, if skipping under the tree with the bait caster, get a little rat's nest, pull that out while you're watching your line. Because that's the one nice thing of the bait caster, is even if you get a rat's nest, you can always reel in line. It's just you can't get more out. So watch my line, not very well, because I just totally made a tangled mess because I wasn't paying attention. So once I get this untangled, I have to stop watching my line. I might reel up, feel some weight. Nope, nothing there. So you always want to lift up nice and slow. See if you feel some weight on there. Because while you're messing with it and the lure's just sitting, a lot of times that's when the fish will eat it, when you're not paying attention. If you've been fishing pretty fast, I've been fishing fairly fast because that's how it was during the tournament. You pretty much needed to land it right next to the tree on their head. And if you didn't get a bite almost instantly, there probably wasn't a fish there. Then a lot of times I would get a fish when I was messing with my line or just letting it sit. So it never hurts to just let something sit there. If you watch some of these underwater fish videos, not necessarily the bed ones, obviously those ones are a lot easier to make than the rest, but somebody will cast the lure in there and just let it sit for the longest time, and that fish will just stare at it. And then eventually that fish will pick it up and eat it. So soak time never hurts nothing. I should probably slow down a little because I haven't had too many bites or anything going fast. I just have a bad habit of wanting to fish a little faster. So, but that was at least a fish that got its hook, the hook in its mouth, probably only 12-incher or so. Wish we could have found out for sure, but this is about where I started for the tournament. I'm 300-400 yards from the beach, and this is where I kind of found a spot. I got a waypoint up here about 50 yards. We'll see if those fish are still there or not. There we go. I don't think I got a very good hook in him. It's a nicer fish. That one I wasn't even paying attention, so it was just sitting, always running at me. And wasn't even, oh, there we go. All right. Wasn't even paying attention. And I just kind of felt him. So, not a tank, but bigger than some of the ones we've been catching. Could have used this one on tournament day to up me a little bit, I believe. But I don't know, so still in the trees, just not like they were. By now, yeah, hook just fell out right there, so good thing I kept a pin. But by now, last time, we would have had 10 fish. Tournament obviously a little different. I'm stuck on something, so I'm not gonna be able to get a great measurement. Looks like he would be 15 3/4, 16. So definitely could have used that one as an upgrade on tournament day. The wind and the grass, I don't know, the wind hurt both times. Let's give him a drink. The wind hurt both times. Every time it got windy, I didn't really get a bite. Obviously that changed that. But this grass is way taller. What I fully have confidence in is this wacky rig, but unless it's right on the tree, there's so much grass, I don't think they're gonna get it as well. So, but we did find one doing what we've done. We'll work this a little more. I'm probably gonna say that the bite that I had, if you're watching those other videos, is off, but we'll do this for a little longer, move out of the grass, show you the drop shot. But nice 16er. All right, we gotta do new worm. You can see I could still use that wacky rig, but if a small fish is gonna get it, I'm gonna set the hook and it's probably gonna do that. So probably gonna cut up a little bit farther here, because as you can see this leader's going to trash. So we'll cut up here, put a new hook on, new worm. Unfortunately, I only got one fish out of that Senko, but most of the time, at least if the fishing's faster, you can get a few more. There's another nice one. So that one, again, kind of felt a potato bite, but mainly, oh, there we go. Mainly it was seeing my line moving in a different direction. So another nice one. This one looks like maybe 15. But we're gonna go over here and see if we can get a few more fish. That was a 15 3/4, 16. So there's not as many fish in the trees. That being said, the ones I'm catching are good enough quality. So I'm gonna keep fishing these for a little longer. Didn't really start getting on them till where I about started the tournament, had my waypoint. So we're gonna go up till the next point about where the other dock is that you can't really see unless you take the road that's closed. But we're gonna work this a little bit, then maybe we'll go out there and try the drop shot. So there's barely a wind-free spot right here. This is before where I caught that fish because I drifted out a ways. But I'm gonna try to show you how I work this. So we'll try it forward of me, probably 30 feet from that stuff. Give it a good cast. Landed pretty much where I want to. So now my line has quite a bit of play. So I'm gonna reel like that real quick. My lure still hasn't moved. I'm just tightening up that slack. You can see I have that natural bend in the line, hopefully. This black line, like I said, made it hard. So you can see me still reeling right now, but I'm still not moving the lure. It's still just sitting there. So nothing's happened for a minute. It's not very deep right here. So I'm gonna reel down, just give it a jiggle. Before I gave it that jiggle, if you see me pause, it's because I'm seeing if there's any weight there. If there's a little extra weight, I'm just gonna keep lifting and see if I can get to a point where I feel a head shake. And if I do, then I'm gonna reel down and set the hook. Nothing's happened again. That felt like a little weight. It's just a stick. So I felt it come up and over that stick. So hopefully that kind of explains to you guys how I was working this lure today and during the last 3 videos at Mantua, the pre-fishing and the tournament. There we go. I don't know if it's the same fish or not, but definitely not that 18 that I caught tournament day. Loosen my drag just a little. Never even got the hook in them apparently, because they just spit it out. Gosh, dang it. Only looked like a 15. Man, he was feisty. Maybe shouldn't have loosened my drag. That looks tasty.
Got lightning coming in.
Okay. Well guys, didn't get a chance to show you the drop shot. We're gonna move in. Storm coming in. It's got some good lightning. Storm was supposed to come until 4. It's not anywhere near 4, so we'll let's get to the beach, look at the radar, see what's going on. This might be it for today. So hopefully the wacky rig tips helps you that's what most people were asking about, was the wacky rigging in the trees. So appreciate you guys watching Shoot Fish Life. We'll catch you in the next video.